Massachusetts. And in that regard, I'm going to have an industry rep do that, please. Thank you.
What I am is I'm one of you. I'm a fisherman. I own a small family business in Gloucester, Massachusetts. We have a lot of representatives here from our industry from Gloucester. Hey guys. You make more noise in the bars than you do here. So come on. Let's go. Well, when I say I'm one of you, I am. I'm a business that National Marine Fisheries would like to get rid of. They're not going to get rid of us, Paul. We're going to stand here, we're going to fight. You know, when I grew up, there's one thing I always believed in, that was faith, courage, and energy, and that's what we have here. Fishermen have that. We have faith, courage, and energy. And what we need is a little bit of support, and we're getting it right here. And one of those people who have a lot of faith, courage, and energy is Senator Bruce Tarr.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. I'm State Senator Bruce Tarr, the Assistant Minority Leader of the Massachusetts State Senate, and I'm here with my Democratic colleague, State Representative Ann Margaret Ferranti. And we are so proud to stand with you on this hallowed ground in defense of one of the most precious natural resources of the United States of America that doesn't belong to government, it belongs to each and every one of us as citizens of these United States. And I come from a place, one of the oldest and most storied fishing ports in the United States of America, Gloucester, Massachusetts. A place where for hundreds and hundreds of years, men and women have gone to sea against the tides, against the winds, against the waves. They've hauled nets in sleet and hail and driving snow, and they've done it to pull back the bounty of the ocean, to support their families, and to feed the citizens of America, and we're not going to let them down. That's right. That's right, baby. I come from a place where for hundreds of years mothers and fathers have brought their sons and daughters to the edge of the ocean and thrown a line in to catch a fish and to teach them about conservation and the cycle of life and the importance of having respect for the environment, and we aren't going to let them down either. That's right! So we're here from Massachusetts. We've got people from New Bedford, from Green Harbor, from Plymouth, from Gloucester, from Boston, and we are so proud to stand here with people from North Carolina and South Carolina and Florida and Georgia and New York and New Jersey and Louisiana, because at the end of the day, we are all Americans. And as Americans, we're called upon at this moment in history to be stewards of this resource. And unfortunately, the Magnuson Act, which was envisioned and created with the great promise of being a shield for Americans who wanted to fish, has become a sword. And if we don't change it, it will slay us. But we're not going to do that. Because we dream of a day when we rewrite the Magnuson Act so that we don't lose jobs overseas when they don't need to go there. There you go, baby. There you go. And we're going to rewrite a Magnuson Act that uses the truly best available science, not the arbitrary and the biased and the influence science that's driving what we're seeing today. And we want a Magnuson Act. We want a Magnuson Act that stops the moral crime and indignation of wasting fish because of arbitrary rebuilding limits. That's what we want. There you go. And we want a Magnuson Act that says that in the middle of one of the worst recessions this nation has ever seen, we are not as a federal government or as state governments going to extinguish one job that doesn't have to be extinguished for people that work hard every day. There you go. So here's what it's all about. It starts with one bill today. And remember, I come from a place where the shot heard round the world was fired. And today, with your words and your actions, we are firing another shot for fairness and transparency and accountability in the American way. And it stands for one thing right now: Flexibility, so that the rules make sense, so that they're not biased, so that we're not forced into corners that we shouldn't be in, and so that, yes, together we have the freedom to fish in a united way. So we stand in support of this bill, and I can't tell you how honored I am to see all of you, each and every one of you, standing here for that proposition. It starts with flexibility today that came as a result of all of the rebuilding efforts, all of the sacrifice that our constituents in Massachusetts, and many of you, you've lost homes, you've lost cars, you're losing your jobs. It stops today, and it starts with flexibility. There's one other thing. There's one other thing. I've been involved in these issues for over 20 years, and I have very rarely seen the recreational side and the commercial side stand in unity on the steps and the lawn of the Capitol.
We're here today, baby! We're here today! We're here today, baby!
With you, we can do it. Thanks to the Recreational Fishing Alliance for bringing us together, and I have one question. Will you stay together? Yeah! Will you work for 1584 and 1255? Yeah! Then we'll be back here to celebrate the moment in history when we stood and drew the line and said that we will protect these fisheries forever because of the people who have gone before us and all the generations to come. It's an honor to be with you. Thank you very, very much.
Excellent. You know, I acknowledged Holly before, and I forgot to mention Bo and the gang that came with him. Bo, good job, man. Even if you're not Bo, it's still a hell of a good job. You know, we've had some fantastic dignitaries, and we have more to come. I just want to take a minute, too, because we have a very special guest. I've always thought to myself, I never wanted to get near this particular guy or anything like that, but he seems all right.